Salad greens mixes, continuous rotational planting of high-end lettuce and salad varieties. It's a brilliant and useful method for guaranteeing a consistent, high-quality supply of salad greens. Crop rotation and succession planting that are specifically designed for salad mixes on specialty lettuce are the basis of the strategy. The following is a step-by-step guide to establishing a continuous rotational planting system for premium salad greens intended to preserve optimal quality and avoid frequent cultivation problems. 1. Define the salad mix and volume. Defining what you're producing and how much of it you need is the essential first step. The magnitude and intricacy of the whole operation are determined by this. Choosing varieties. Premium salad mixes frequently include a variety of tastes, textures, and colors. Choose 5 to 10 kinds that mature at somewhat different rates and are visually pleasing. Head romaine types, mini romaines, and other varieties ideal for bulk and crunch, such as Paris Island Cause, varieties of leaf or butterhead for texture and softness, e.g. butter crunch, salad bowl. Unique or spicy greens used to add flavor highlights, e.g. red Russian kale, arugula mizunai, varieties that have a strong red or purple hue as an accent color, such as Lola Rosa, red salad bowl. Establishing needs determine the necessary weekly harvest amount. For example, 5 pounds, 50 pounds, etc. The required quantity of planting beds and the frequency with which plants should be planted are determined using this demand calculation. One approach is to figure out the total square footage required for one harvest and then multiply it by the number of harvest cycles you want in a season. Step 2, set up planting zones and rotation cycles. It is imperative that the expansion area be divided into clear, manageable sections that allow for a seamless rotation. Making the zones. The total growing area should be split into 3 major zones, A, B, and C, which should then be further divided into smaller sequential planting beds. For example, I saw it in B1, B2, etc. Zones A, B, C, the main crop rotation will take place in these larger areas. E. G, a zone might transition to a cover crop or a different plant family, such as carrots, after 3 to 4 months of continuous lettuce. Planting beds, A1, A2, A3, and likewise. These are the separate beds that are utilized for the weekly or bi-weekly succession planting plan. The succession schedule is being implemented. Succession planting involves seeding a tiny bit of land every week or 2, making sure a bed is ready for harvest as soon as the last one is finished. You need at least 6 distinct planting beds if your desired harvest window is 6 weeks from seed for infant leaf mix, with 1 being planted and 1 being harvested every week. The number of individuals who practice a certain activity. You need 8 beds if a variety lasts 8 weeks. The aim is to establish a continuous harvest ribbon. Step 3, soil preparation and microclimate management. Soil must be continuously grown, which is very taxing. Maintaining ideal growing conditions, fertility, and good health is essential. Fertility and soil improvement. Nitrogen is heavy feeded by greens. Compost. Before each planting, mix in plenty of finished compost to each bed to support microbial activity, moisture, retention, and soil structure. Nutrient cycling. Use a balanced organic fertilizer while paying close attention to nitrogen levels. Avoid over-fertilizing, which can lead to delicate, watery development that spoils quickly, but maintain a steady nutrient supply. Soil testing. Conduct frequent soil tests at least twice each season to keep an eye on pH and nutrient levels, making proactive adjustments to inputs rather than reacting to changes. Managing the environment. Salad greens flourish in the temperature range of 60 degrees Fahrenheit to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 degrees Celsius to 21 degrees Celsius. Shade cloth. To lessen stress, avoid bolting going to seed. and then keep leaves tender during the extreme summer heat. Use shade cloth. Irrigation. A consistent uniform moisture level is crucial. To reduce the risk of fungal diseases such as downy mildew, use drip irrigation or soaker hoses to keep water away from the leaves. Premature bolting and bitter tastes are brought about by water stress. 4. Integrated pest and disease management, IPM. Pests and diseases are more likely to spread in dense continuous plantings. High-end produce requires a proactive IPM approach, a surveillance and management of pests. The objective is to prevent and intervene early, steering clear of harsh chemical treatments that degrade the flavor of fresh vegetables. Monitoring. Observe plants on a daily basis, paying particular attention to the most recent plantings in the beds that are approaching harvest. Keep an eye out for typical pests such leaf miners, cabbage worms, and aphids. Biological control. If the scale allows, introduce helpful insects, like ladybugs for aphids or parasitic wasps. Physical barriers. Use row covers, fine mesh netting to keep out flying pests from newly seeded areas. Prevention of disease. Air circulation. Make sure there is enough room between plants and rows to let air circulate, which will help the foliage dry and prevent fungal development. Sanitation. Never leave crop leftovers, diseased or otherwise, in a bed. As soon as the harvest is complete, remove all plant material. Watering method, water the soil, not the leaves, as previously stated. Step 5, putting the rotational element into practice. The rotational element, which resets the cycle and solves problems with soil health, is the key to maintaining the ongoing planting. The 3-zone rotation concept. The larger zones, A, B, C, need to switch to a non-lettuce crop every now and then to break the disease cycle, while your smaller beds, A1, A2, etc., are constantly being harvested and replanted with lettuce. Lettuce or greens, Zone A. Weekly planting or harvesting is now taking place. Cover crop, Zone B. Plant a cover crop such oats or crimson clover for 6 to 8 weeks. This procedure helps the soil recover, introduces organic matter, and fixes nitrogen in a natural way. Brassica or root crop, Zone C. Planted with a short season unrelated crop, such radishes, carrots, or broccoli rab. This interrupts the host cycle for diseases and pests that are unique to lettuce. The yearly transition. The zones alternate every 3 to 4 months, or after 2 to 3 complete cycles of lettuce harvesting. Zone A changes to a cover crop. The root brassica crop takes the place of Zone B, cover crop. The next cycle of continuous lettuce adjacent greens is being prepared for in Zone C, formerly root or brassica. This methodical rotation maintains a varied microbial environment, naturally restores soil nutrients, and prevents the accumulation of diseases that target lettuce in particular, all of which contribute to the long-term viability of the continuous harvest method. Step 6, post-harvest quality control and harvesting, making sure that this product that has the high-end quality is the last stage. Best time for harvest. Depending on the kind and season, baby leaf greens are typically ready when they have 4 to 6 true leaves, 20 to 40 days. When the leaves are cool, crisp, and at their peak moisture level, the harvest must take place early in the morning. Fast cooling, hydro-cooling. The greatest risk to salad greens is heat from the field. The greens should be quickly chilled to close to 32 degree Fahrenheit, 0 degree Celsius right after cutting. Pre-cooling, which is necessary for prolonging shelf life, is the term for this process. Put containers of just chopped greens in ice water for a few minutes. Hydro-cooling. Alternatively, put them straight into a walk-in cooler after packing them in breathable bags. Storage and packaging. To preserve optimum crispness and avoid wilting, greens should be packaged promptly, handled with care, and stored in a high humidity, near freezing environment, 32 degree Fahrenheit, 36 degree Fahrenheit, or 0 degree Celsius, 2 degrees Celsius. By carefully adhering to this continuous planting and rigorous rotation strategy, a producer may take advantage of the market for fresh, regional, specialized products and guarantee a consistent year-round supply of high-quality premium salad greens.